Words appear. Whose plant life is it anyway? In association with Sterling Creations and VIP Tech Productions present Ask Donna. Donna Jodhan answers your questions and offers you tips and tricks on being an author, an expert, a sight loss coach, and an advocate. Ask Donna, the advocate.
Hey there, greetings everybody. It's Donna J. Jodhan, your sight loss coach and author for this week. We're into the merry month of May, and I can't believe that we are into the month of May. My goodness, where is time going? And we can't seem to stop our clocks now, can we? Well, it's the merry month of May, and I'm here with you for yet another week. I'd like to thank my very good friend, advisor, and associate, Victor Gouvier, for giving me this opportunity to be with you this week. So, for this month, we're going to be jam-packed with a bunch of different things, and as you know, every week I wear a different hat. For this week, I'm going to wear the advocate's hat. So it's Donna as an advocate, and we're going to be talking about the formula for advocacy. For next week, I'm going to talk about walking for a reason, and it will be me wearing my author's hat. So we're going to be talking about walking for a reason. The week after that, we'll be talking about online shopping, and I'll be giving you my tips as a coach. I'll be wearing my coach's hat and talking about some tips for online shopping. And for the final week, I'm going to be talking about some useful, accessible apps. And I'll be doing that as an Ask the Expert. My hat is a so-called expert. All right then, so it's time to get down to business. For this week, it is me as Ask the Expert. Sorry, Ask the Advocate. I'm sorry here. What am I doing here? Ask the Advocate. So, let's get cracking and let's get comfortable. Here we go. So, we're going to be using the formula for this week. And what do I mean by the formula? By the formula, I mean that there is a specific formula in my point of view that helps one to become a good advocate and to navigate advocacy. I will tell you that advocacy is not for the faint of heart. But I will also tell you that being an advocate means that you not just deal with the huge or large things in life. You deal with the smallest things in life. From the smallest to the largest. It doesn't matter. Advocacy has no size. Okay? The late Chris Stark had this favorite quotation. It says, "As long as you can see it, I have a right to know what it is." And he's right. As long as you can see it, or as long as the sighted world can see it, I have a right to know what it is. Okay? I have a right to know about it as long as you can see it. That is the first part of my formula. The second part is that no one should determine the level of privacy that I should be entitled to. So if you have a governmental department that says, well, You're not bound to have privacy to a certain thing, like the access code that StatsCan had put out last year in its census. That is not right. As long as I determine what my privacy is, then it is private. So no one has a right to tell me that I cannot, do something because, or I can do something with the aid of sighted assistance. That is not right. I determine my privacy. No one else does, and no one should tell me anything. All right? The third point is this. No one should determine as to whether, or no one should determine how much I need to know. I need to know as much as everyone else. Just as the late Chris Stark says, if you can see it, then I have a right to know about it. So this is what this third point is all about. Okay? So, no one should determine how much I need to know. And again, we have certain departments, like Statistics Canada, that feels that they can determine how much I need to know. That is definitely not right. Okay? Well, I want to tell you about an online newsletter that I started in January 2022. And it all has to do with a free online subscription that you could sign up to receive. This online newsletter not only talks about technology, but it's the other side of technology. I produce a whole whack of tips designed to help you in your kitchen. It's called Catching Up with the Coach, and there are a lot of tips in there that help you to keep food fresh, how to bake, how to do a lot of different things, with your food, how to cut onions, how to do a whole whack of different things. It's the other side of technology that so many people tend to forget all about. So when you're in the kitchen and you read some of my very useful tips, you'll see what I'm talking about. It's not just about technology alone. It's all about other things as well in your daily lives. If you'd like to subscribe to my online newsletter, you can do so by going to www.donnajodhan.com/subscribe. That's www.donnajodhan, and Jodhan is spelled JODHAN.com/subscribe. If you'd like to read back issues of my newsletter, the Blind Lifestyle Newsletter, you can do so by going to www.donnajodhan.com/tbln.html. Again, www.donnajodhan.com/tbln. Okay? So, you can learn a lot from my newsletter, as I said. And you can learn more about my advocacy by visiting www.sterlingcreations.ca/news.html. Again, www.sterlingcreations.ca/news.html. I care about the future of the kids, because without our kids, we have no future. Let's try to make sure that the future of our kids is secure, safe, protected, and recognized. Okay? All right, it's time for my mental stretch. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. People talk about the physical stretch, all kinds of different stretches, stretch your money, stretch your resources. do the physical stretch, the exercises. Well, I have a mental stretch, and what my mental stretch depends on is using a different sense, one of your 5 senses every week to help with the mental stretch. Right. What are we going to use this week as part of our mental stretch? For this week, we're going to use the sense of hearing as part of our mental stretch. All right? Are you ready? Sense of hearing, and it's all about listening to music and putting ourselves in this frame of mind that will help us to spark our imaginations and stimulate our creative juices. It's all about sparking and stimulating. So think about some of your favorite music. It's your favorite music, not anybody else's favorite music. All right? Just keep this in mind. Don't go to someone else's favorite music because it won't work as well. Your favorite music. It could be classics, easy rock. It could be, rough and tumble rap. It could be, rhythm and blues. It could be anything. For me, it's easy rock. For me, it's classics. For me, it's soft music. That can definitely help you to do a good, solid mental stretch. This brings out emotions. It brings out feelings. It awakens, emotions that are simply asleep. Feelings that are simply asleep. This can help you with your mental stretch. And it also brings out memories. Trust me. Favorite music brings out memories, great childhood memories, great school memories in high school, even in primary school, even at university. Now, sometimes it will bring out sad memories and, memories that are not so nice. But let's look at the positive, okay? This is what it's all about. Okay? Now, if you'd like to contact me, please do not hesitate by sending an email to Ask Donna. That's AskDonna. All right? Ask Donna on blindlife@gmail.com. Again, Ask Donna on blindlife@gmail.com. I look forward to receiving your feedback, your questions, your suggestions. Please send me whatever you're thinking about, whatever you'd like to see me talk about in this segment, and I'll be happy to put it in. All right? Great. I wish you a great day. I wish you a pleasant day, a great week. You take it easy, stay safe, and I will talk to you again next week when I wear my author's hat. Bye for now, and thank you again to Victor Guvia.
Tune in every Wednesday mornings at 10:30 a.m. Eastern, 7:30 a.m. Pacific for Ask Donna on Whose Blind Life Is It Anyway?